Yeah, please start.
A very good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Ms. Indrakshi Bhattacharya from the BFSI Board of ICMEI. Welcome everyone today in the webinar on the topic Financial Wellness in the Age of Instant Money. And this is organized by our BFSI Board ICMEI. Financial wellness in the age of instant money means having the knowledge and habits to manage funds effectively, meet obligations, build an emergency fund, and achieve financial freedom, all while being aware of the risks of easy credit and instant transactions. Key strategies include creating a budget, saving consistently, managing debt wisely, and using digital tools to track finances and avoid financial fraud in an era of widespread digital innovation. CMAs also have the professional acumen to give advice for both personal finance and also work as an advisor for key accounts and large organizations as mandated by SEBI. The profession of financial advisor is growing leaps and bounds with the advent of fintech growth and app based investment methods, where we have the option of investment instantly, but we require professional advice and guidance for right investment strategies based on our risk appetite, and for that, we need professional expertise. So we welcome our speaker, CMA Mohit Nagdev sir. He is a certified financial planner and we will be delving on this topic of today. We welcome you, sir. We also welcome our chairman sir and council member, CMA Chittaranjan Chattopadhyay sir and CMA Dibyendu Roy, HOD and secretary of our BFSI board. And also we welcome our team members. So just before we start, we are playing the Institute's anthem first, and then we will continue with our program today.
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मामृतं गमय असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मामृतं गमय असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मामृतं गमय.
So our chairman sir, CMA Chittaranjan Chattopadhyay sir, he will be joining shortly. So in the meanwhile, I am introducing our speaker, CMA Mohit Nagdev sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm
Yes, sir.
audible.
Yes, sir. Just I'm introducing you. Sir, CMA Mohit Nagdev, sir. He is a certified financial planner specializing in crafting tailored financial strategies to help clients secure their financial future. Due to his exceptional financial acumen, he has helped hundreds of clients to create successful financial roadmaps, creating a lasting impact on their financial well being. He possesses an experience of managing over INR 100 crore in assets under management. We welcome you, sir. So I would, sir, just a request, sir. Actually, our chairman, sir, has joined. So I would just now request our chairman, sir, CMA Chittaranjan Chattopadhyay, sir, please give his address.
Namaskar,
Namaskar, sir.
our very young, energetic speaker who has joined all the way from, I think, from Gujarat, just to delve on the subject for the how the financial planning will be very much effective for the citizens of the country for well-being in the future. I welcome him because I understand that he is speaking from, I think you are from Gujarat perhaps, right? Baroda.
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes.
If I'm not wrong.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And most important thing is that today my department has joined, and when I remember the chairman of WRC, our very young, agile chairman of WRC, Mir Vyas has told that you have continuously been really making us proud for your activities in this financial services community. And as you know, BFSIB is continuously organizing various webinars for many on many knowledge enhancement of the members. And of course, you must appreciate that we always want to highlight our CMA, how this CMA can really contribute to the society, and how CMA should be very much an important part of the entire ecosystem of this financial services, where SEBI is playing a very big role as a regulator. And as you all know, SEBI's circular as investment advisor, our CMAs are considered. And yes, as a profession, the role of advisor is paramount in today's time, especially in this VUCA world. Our citizens, their hard-earned money after retirement, how they should plan. These are all important issues for survival of in this world.
Yes, sir.
And we also know that the ease of access with the, very frankly speaking, I just want to mention 2 or 3 areas. I won't take much of your time because our honorable speaker will speak. But this in this advent of UPI, BNPL, that is buy now, pay later, and digital wallets, money flows instantly, but now the challenge is resisting impulse spending. This is very important in this world, as I told you, VUCA, because whenever the world is now changing fast, the behavior of the consumers, behavior of the people are changing fast. Once upon a time, there was no other than to spend money from the bank account, but now you have got UPI, you have got many other channels through which you are spending. So naturally, some allurement of spending is there, and it is required also for economy to grow. There should be spending also. But all these things taken into consideration, we have observed that the financial literacy is the key, and easy availability of credit need to be balanced with awareness about interest, penalties, and long-term impact also. The budget discipline of tracking expenses in real time is essential to avoid living paycheck to paycheck. And the requirement of emergency fund priority, despite instant money, unexpected events still require a safety cushion of 3 to 6 months expenses, along with mindful borrowing, which will provide convenience of instant loans, which should not, this cannot replace, and they can responsible credit usage, and the digital security by which the financial wellness includes safeguarding against fraud, phishing, and identity theft. These are to be protected. Just 3 days back, I got an information that in some WhatsApp, invitations for marriage came, and somebody has, and it has appeared in the newspaper. There was some link. Somebody has just curiously, in this, since it is an invitation in the marriage ceremony's invitation, he opened the link and immediately amount has been simply vanished from his account. So there was attack, cyber attack. It has been published in a newspaper only. We should definitely protect ourselves against this sort of theft, this sort of phishing, this sort of fraud. We should invest and don't just spend, because India, basically one strength is there. Generally, we are a saving community. Therefore, how we should invest and where we should invest, that is most important. Instant money tools should be coupled with systematic investment, of course. Otherwise, society will not grow. And mental wellness link by which poor money habits, in the instant era lead to your stress. So our mantra now is conscious financial planning, which will enhance overall well-being. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy to present a very knowledgeable speaker today from BFSI board. Our process will continue, our effort will continue to sensitize our not only CMAs, other communities also, those who are here today. And I would request you have any question, please put your question in chat box. Our speaker will definitely come back to your questions. And definitely I can assure from BFSI board, maybe we should be presenting some handbook for this to our members, which would be definitely have a tremendous, value for you, value of your money also. So with this, wish you very happy life with your well-being and excellent financial planning. Thank you.
Thank you so much, our chairman, sir. So now I would request our speaker, CMA Mohit Nagdev, sir. Please start, sir.
So yes, thank you. Thank you, Chairman, sir, for such a vast introduction and giving us the opportunity. So before starting, I want to just greet thanks to our President, PCS Srinivas Prasad, sir, our Vice President, Neeraj Joshi, sir, and our own beloved BFSI Chairman, Chitoda, sir. Sir, your contributions to the Institute are even discussed in Baroda chapter also. We really take guidance about your decisions where you are making at the CCM levels. And also I would like to thank you to Divendu Rai sir, BFSI HOD, for giving this opportunity. So now we are starting this session. Divendu sir, can we start now?
Since I shall be in the meeting, so I'm I want to be excused. Okay, we shall be talking care later on.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes, sir, you can start, sir.
Right. Okay. So let me share my screen. So yes, I hope my PPT is visible.
Yes, it's visible.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, today we are gathered for empowering financial wellness, and the most important talk point, just our chairman said that it's cybercrime attacks are really getting increased day by day. So we have to careful on that part also with the going forward. Today, yes, today we are going to, this is the small profile as in the ma'am has introduced. This is our vice consistent chairman. Yes. So before starting, importance of financial literacy. So knowing a tomato is a fruit is a one thing, but understanding that it is not added in the fruit salad is another. So financial literacy is very crucial in making the informed decisions about money management, investments, long-term financial planning. It empowers to individual budgets effectively, avoid excessive debt, and makes the investments aligned with their goals. So yes, today I will go through how the financial literacy, portfolio creation, what is the importance of financial literacy, or how the portfolio creation can be done at the individual levels, and somewhat of insurance planning. To start with, yes, as already our chairman sir said, budgeting. So objective of the session is budgeting, understanding the importance of investments and where and how to do the investments. Budgeting. Firstly, budgeting. Let me just yes, make a full screen that so you can able to. Yes, budgeting and its benefit. At individual level, हम सब लोग कहीं ना कहीं बजटिंग तो करते हैं, लेकिन प्रॉपर स्ट्रक्चर वे में बजट करना हो तो दिस इज आज हम वो सीखेंगे. आई विल गिव यू सम रूल्स कि हाउ प्रॉपर स्ट्रक्चर वे में बजटिंग कर सकते हैं, एंड इफ यू विल फॉलो दैट तो आपको बजटिंग बहुत आसान हो जाएगा लाइफ के लिए इन दिस एरा ऑफ यूपीआई स्पेशली. सो बजटिंग इज द प्रोसेस ऑफ planning and tracking your income and expenses. Obviously, it helps to allocate the funds wisely, achieve financial goals, and manage your money effectively, leading to better financial stability and reduce stress. So pointers: set clear goals, track income and expenses, create categories, allocate proportions. Then be realistic and regular review and adjust. So last point is also very important. You, while doing the budgeting at individual level of your personal finances, you have to be realistic with you. You have to be realistic with your financial condition, and you have to make accordingly. So here is the rule. Most of the persons or members who have joined must be known to this rule, 50-30-20 rule. Simple 50-30-20 rule is a budgeting guideline that suggests allocating your after-tax income into 3 categories. The key here is after-tax income. 50% is essential. 50% of your income is obviously to the essential needs, housing, utility, groceries, and transportation. 30% again, it's for wants, discretionary spending such as entertainment, dining, Netflix. There are various such other apps also. So 30% can be allocated after tax income into that also. After tax income, 50% of your income. Now 50% of essential includes all the EMIs. In this world where to get the credit is very simple. So your 50%, here I want to say that combinedly 80%. From that, 33 to 40% max can be your EMIs, not more than that. So 20% should be part of your savings, investments, and contributing to long-term financial security. So this was the rule. Now let's jump to our financial wealth creation formula. I think as a CMA, while I was doing CMA, we have all learned this. We have all gone through this formula. It is future value formula is equal to present value 1 plus R raised to n. But through my journey of financial literacy, financial planning, I have understood the importance of this formula. So today we will obviously go through some examples and some things, how this can impact in our lives, how this formula really brings impact in our life. So to start with present value, the more you save makes the difference. R, the more you earn makes the difference. N is number of year. The sooner you start makes the difference, right? So let's start with how time affects your wealth creation. This is one interesting example I have created. Usually I discussed with all of in this financial wellness program. You will enjoy all this. You will enjoy this example. Very relatable example, especially for new CMS who have passed out recently. Mr. Kharchalal, age 25, completed. Income is 20,000 per month, saves 10,000 per month. Returns is assumed here is 12%. Now there is one other person which I call Mr. Nivesh Kumar, age 25. Again, income is 20,000 per month, saves 10,000 per month. Return is assumed 12%. So now what happens? Mr. Kharchalal thinks, hey, why should I save now? I'm too young. Mr. Nivesh Kumar obviously comes with the thought, as the name suggests, I will start my investment now. I'm a single and can easily save. So let's see how their lives goes forward. Now, Mr. Kharchalal starts savings at the age of 31 and thinks no need to save now. And Mr. Nivesh Kumar starts savings at the age of 26 and thinks right now I'm single, so I can save easily. So here what happens in their lives? Investment per annum, obviously 1,20,000. 1,20,000 Nivesh Kumar, number of years 30 years, because here I have assumed retirement age to be 60. So number of years is 30. For Nivesh Kumar, it would be 35 because he starts at the 26. Total investment would be simple, multiply 1,20,000 multiply by 30 equals to 36 lakhs. Here Mr. Nivesh Kumar 1,20,000 multiply by 35, 42 lakhs rupees. So what would be the difference in corpus? Remember, we here ROI, return on investment, is assumed 12%. That's constant. So for Kharchalal, the corpus is 2.89 crore rupees at the age of 30. Now, what will the corpus for Mr. Nivesh Kumar? Can anyone guess? It comes to 5.17 crores. So this is what the difference in the corpus of just starting 5 years later. Investment journey. Simple compounding formula, we all know. Now the crux here is सबने 2.89 crore देखा at the age of 60. तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है बहुत सारे लोगों को अच्छा ही लगा होगा कि yes 2.89 crores भी अच्छे हैं. So my question is to get the 2.89 crores to Mr. Nivesh Kumar. So Mr. Nivesh Kumar should stop investing at the age of, I hope everybody can getting what I'm trying to say. To get the 2.89 crores, Mr. Nivesh Kumar should stop investing at the age of. This is very interesting. Can anyone guess here? Some random numbers. Let me see. Chat. So investing age comes to 32 years. So Mr. Nivesh Kumar stops investing at the age of 32. So he will get the same corpus of 5.17 or 2.89 crores, which is really tragic. खर्चालाल जब अपनी इन्वेस्टमेंट जर्नी स्टार्ट कर रहा है 31 पे, वहां पे 32 की एज पे मिस्टर निवेश कुमार स्टॉप करेगा. And the corpus gets compound at the 12%. This is how we understood how the time can create impact. Now let's understood how amount of investment can affect the wealth creation. So here comes again Mr. Kharchalal starts saving at the age of 26 and invest rupees 25,000 per month. So obviously after this example he got bit reggy and he starts investing 5,000 per month. And Mr. Nivesh Kumar again keeps the simple 10,000 per month at the age of 26. Now, Mr. Kharchalal per annum investment would be 60,000. Mr. Nivesh Kumar's per annum investment would be 1,20,000. Number of years 35. Now, I hope everyone is relating to this. So total investment for Mr. Kharchalal is 21 lakhs. Mr. Nivesh Kumar would be 42 lakhs. Corpus of Mr. Kharchalal is 2.58 crores at the age of 60 by just investing 5,000 a month for 12 at 12% per annum. Number of years is 35. So copper comes to 2.58 crores. Nivesh Kumar same 5.17 crores. So this is how the amount can really change the corpus at the retirement corpus we saw. Now let's see how ROI affects the wealth creation. We have assumed 12% of ROI. So Mr. Kharchalal starts savings at the age of 26 and wants to become conservative, stays conservative and invest at 7% per annum. And Mr. Nivesh Kumar starts savings at the age of 26 and wants to be rational and invest at 12% per annum. So let's see how their what is the impact in the corpus of both. Same. Now the investment would be same because ROI are different. The rate of return is 7 and for Nivesh Kumar it is 12%. So corpus for Mr. Kharchalal is 1.65 crores and for Mr. Nivesh Kumar it is 5.17 crores. So this is a huge difference between the corpus by when we compare rate of return. So what is the basic conclusion from this example? What I'm trying to say is start early, take calculated risk and invest more to get early financial freedom. So yes, I hope the example was really good to start with. Now I want to just discuss with you. There is a debate usually happens among various persons about spending versus investments. There is one concept which is really breaking through between the Gen Zs very fast. YOLO concept. You live life once. So how this creates? This is a diamond versus water paradox. Is it true for your investment habit too? So our very celebrated, our own economist Adam Smith came up with the diamond water paradox. Smith noted that even though life cannot exist without water, can easily exist without diamonds. Very fair. Diamonds are far more valuable than water. Perfect. Now this paradox can primarily be looked at with the two lenses. Supply demand lens. Water being available everywhere has more supply, thus can be consumed in abundance, obviously, whereas diamonds are rare stone and not available easily. Labor cost is also more. So the above can be understood the theory of marginal utility. Here the concepts of economics comes the theory of marginal utility for water decreases with the every unit of water as the thirst satisfied and it is available in abundance. The opposite is true for diamonds. With every additional diamond unit received, the want goes on increasing because it is not available easily. It's a rare stone. Now, likewise, water demand relationship is balanced between investing and spending. With every, I would say rather additional SIP installment, there is an increasing number of units allotted to you. Whereas if same amount is spent, you are losing out of a traditional return which may you earn otherwise. So I am not saying we should stop spending. Here we are talking about optimum productive spending. though spending has an impact on one's life well-being, it's very true. There can be risky spending behaviors that will cause a rush of dopamine and delight. Example, आज मेरा घर 5 करोड़ का है, मेरे बाजू वाले का घर 5 करोड़ का है, तो मेरा तो 6 करोड़ 5.5 करोड़ का होना ही चाहिए. बाजू में 25 लाख की गाड़ी खड़ी है, तो मेरे पास 30 लाख की गाड़ी होनी ही चाहिए. So it is a risky spending behaviors that will cause a rush of dopamine and delight. So ये ऐसे thought process नहीं होना चाहिए. This is what I am trying to explain. मैं आपको बताना चाह रहा हूँ डायमंड वर्सेस वाटर पैराडॉक्स. उससे क्या इम्पैक्ट आता है? स्पेंडिंग आपकी ज्यादा होगी, नो वेल्थ जनरेशन, इंस्टेंट ग्रेटिफिकेशन एंड हैप्पीनेस, इंपल्सिव स्पेंडिंग, परफेक्ट डेप्रिसिएशन में अराइज बिकॉज सारा जो भी स्पेंडिंग जाएगा वो डेप्रिसिएशन एसेट्स में ज्यादा जाएगा. हेल्प इन वेल्थ जनरेशन वेयर इन्वेस्टमेंट्स टेक्स टाइम टू प्रोवाइड रिजल्ट्स. स्पेंडिंग ऑन नेसेसिटीज भी एक इंपॉर्टेंट है वर्सेस इन्वेस्टिंग इन सेफ हैबिट. So this was a spending versus investment का डिबेट जो हमने आज यहाँ पे डिस्कस किया. योलो कंसेप्ट को थोड़ा यहाँ पे हाईलाइट किया है मैंने. नाउ लेट्स जंप टू, obviously we understood investments are important. Investments are, how can investment can help and can be really helpful in our career that we saw. 60 के एज पे हमको क्या कॉर्पस हो सकता है, क्या इन्वेस्टमेंट करना चाहिए, वो सब मैंने थोड़ा हाईलाइट किया. लेकिन अगेन क्वेश्चन बैक टू सबका होता है कि हाउ टू क्रिएट अ कस्टमाइज्ड पोर्टफोलियो. व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला, व्हाट इज द प्रोसेस ऑफ क्रिएटिंग द कस्टमाइज्ड पोर्टफोलियो? ये सबका नॉर्मल क्वेश्चन रहता है. सो बिफोर स्टार्टिंग विथ directly jumping to the creation of a portfolio, first let's understand what are the common mistakes that we as an individual do while investment planning. So understanding the pitfalls in investment strategies for better decision making. Lack of research. I would say in this era of internet, there is not lack of research, there is not a proper way of research. So before just showing, let me show you how actually individuals are doing research nowadays. So let me show you some video that will actually help you. Not help you, that will really sharing this. एक small video है. Again, this is not a suggestion or anything else. This is just small video. This is what actually the research individual levels पे आज हो रहा है. YouTube, ये तो मैंने एक जस्ट एग्जांपल दिखाया. Instagram का है, YouTube's, Telegram's rush है वहाँ, and we all know this. Emotional investing is a second mistake while investment planning. Emotional investing इतना बढ़ गया है, लाइक मेरे घर पे ओला इलेक्ट्रिक स्कूटर है तो मैं ओला का शेयर लूंगा. मैं ज़ूडियो वेबसाइट से कपड़े लेता हूं कि लेती हूं तो मेरे अंदर उसके वो मैं शेयर्स, आई विल बाय दैट शेयर्स आल्सो. ये लेवल तक इमोशनल इन्वेस्टिंग हो गया है. बिकॉज दे रैंडमली थिंक्स के मैं वो कंज्यूम कर रही हूँ तो बहुत सारा कंजम्पशन बढ़ रहा है तो सो मैं वो शेयर्स बाय कर रही हूँ. दिस इज हाउ currently the investment decisions are being done. That comes under the emotional investment. Overreacting to the market fluctuations. Again, this is very much obvious. We have seen overreacting to the mark. अभी मतलब इतनी सारी इंफॉर्मेशन, इतना सब न्यूज अवेलेबल है कि मार्केट रिएक्शन देता है कि नहीं देता है, या आपके इन्वेस्टमेंट्स में फर्क इतना इम्प्लीमेंट हुआ है कि नहीं हुआ है, इम्पैक्ट हुआ है कि नहीं हुआ है. लेकिन वी एज इंडिविजुअल ट्राई टू गिव फ्लक्चुएशंस लाइकवाइज कि हमें पहले पता है और हम पहले फ्लक्चुएशंस दें, पहले रिएक्ट करें वॉलेटिलिटी. तो दिस इज द थिंग हैपनिंग करंटली. इमोशनल इन्वेस्टिंग एग्जाम्पल मैंने आपको बताया. लैक ऑफ रिसर्च कैसे हो रहा है मैंने वो आपको एग्जाम्पल बताया. लैक ऑफ डाइवर्सिफिकेशन, आई वुड से in this era there is no lack of diversification. We are making over diversification. Over diversification से मेरे कहने का मतलब ये है कि we are investing in the assets which we are not knowing, like for example cryptocurrencies. So lack नहीं, over diversification है. बहुत सारे इन्वेस्टर्स के पोर्टफोलियो में आई हैव सीन 50 to 60 स्टॉक्स होता है, 50 to 60 स्टॉक्स, और 30+ स्टॉक्स एक पोर्टफोलियो इंडिविजुअल मैनेज करता है ज़ेरोधा में या फिर ग्रो में, ये सारे डीमैट्स में. सो वो इजीली 50 to 60 स्टॉक्स वो पोर्टफोलियो में होते हैं. पोर्टफोलियो का वैल्यू मैं देखूं तो 12 से 15 लाख का वैल्यू होता है, और 50 to 60 स्टॉक्स, आई मीन वाओ. That's use ignoring the fees and expenses, neglecting a financial plan. वो तो that's 1% लोग हैं जो financial plan actually investing से connect करके use करते हैं. Timing the market. We actually as a professional sometimes try to predict the market, and बहुत सारे लोगों ने यहाँ पे मार्केट खाई होगी उसके अंदर. attempting to predict the market movement often fails. Long-term consistent investing is the key. So ये सारी गलतियां हैं जो मुझे लगता है कि इन्वेस्टिंग प्लानिंग में आज हम कर रहे हैं या इंडिविजुअल्स आज कर रहे हैं. So let's see what is actually कैसे पोर्टफोलियो बनाना चाहिए, एक्चुअली कैसे पोर्टफोलियो को कंट्रोल करना चाहिए, what are the categories, what is the process for actually creating the portfolio. So I will jump into how. Before I would say yes, jumping into directly the portfolio creation, we will try to understand the asset classes available for creating the portfolio. So here is the understanding the asset class. There is a physical in India. The asset classes are divided into two: physical asset class and financial asset class. Physical assets class के अंदर real estate, commodities के अंदर metals, petroleum products, agri products. Metals के अंदर precious metals means gold, silver, platinum, diamonds, right? Financial assets के अंदर fixed income and equities. These are the broad classification. Financial assets के अंदर, right? So starting with the equity we all know is an instrument of ownership. It is not an instrument of speculation. No guarantee of returns, no safety of capitals, high liquidity with volatility. हमको कभी भी बेचना है तो we have always डीमैट्स हमारे हाथ में होते ही हैं. Why does share price grow or fall? शॉर्ट टर्म न्यूज एंड सेंटिमेंट्स की बेस पे, शॉर्ट टर्म अगर हम सोचे तो बेसिकली न्यूज एंड सेंटिमेंट्स की बेस पे शेयर प्राइसेस ग्रो एंड फॉल रहता है. लॉन्ग टर्म में राइज इन नेटवर्थ एंड प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी ऑफ द कंपनीज. पे डिपेंड करता है शेयर प्राइसेस का फॉल एंड ग्रो. Beats the inflation, generates higher real returns. This is what is basically characteristics of as equity as an asset class. Second, I would just like to say company, what is equity? Instrument of ownership we saw, because we own this, we are owning the percentage of share. Share is just a unit of share as a measurement. It is like that. अभी हम फिक्स इनकम पे बात करते हैं. फिक्स इनकम पे है includes PPF, EPF, fixed deposits, government bonds, MF bonds. So fixed income is an instrument of ownership. Depends upon the interest income. Returns are guaranteed. Safety of capital है. Cannot beat the inflation and generates low or negative real returns. So this is the actual characteristics of the fixed income, which I want to show you. Abhi generate cannot beat the inflation. In India, beating the inflation should not be only the target. In India, I would say rather lifestyle inflation is increasing. खाली इन्फ्लेशन को बीट करना अभी नहीं है, लाइफस्टाइल इन्फ्लेशन को बीट करना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, rather than just targeting the minimum inflation where the government is showing it is between 4, 5, 6. लेकिन जो हमारा लाइफस्टाइल इन्फ्लेशन है वो मिनिमम 9 to 10% से ईयरली बढ़ रहा है, because there are so much comfort products, comfort consumption products are coming in the markets and we are absorbing them like anything. So our income, our investments should try to beat that inflation. Now the real estate, tangible asset class, gives mental comfort. Demand, real estate का return depends होता है demand and supply पे. Obviously there are long cycles, less liquidity, no organized market. Organized market create करने के लिए बहुत सारी apps, बहुत सारा सब create हुआ है, लेकिन फिर भी उसको हम आज तक इतना organized नहीं कर पाए. Time correction as against the price correction generates moderate real returns. Again, ये asset to asset पे ज़्यादा depend करता है. Real estate when we are discussing about the real estate. So here one line is time correction as against the price correction. Real estate as an asset class में एक characteristics है कि उसका प्राइस अगर हमने 50 lakhs में खरीदा है तो उसका प्राइस ऐसा नहीं होगा कि 2 साल 3 साल के बाद वो 45-46 lakhs में चला जाएगा. ऑब्वियसली जो वैल्यू पे हमने लिया है वो वैल्यू उसका रहता है, लेकिन टाइम करेक्शन होता है. 3 साल के बाद भी अगर उसी रियल एस्टेट और उसी प्रॉपर्टी का वैल्यू अगर 50 लाख से या 51 लाख 52 लाख से, तो इट इज कॉल्ड टाइम करेक्ट. आई वुड से टाइम करेक्शन. टाइम पास हो गया आपका, लेकिन प्राइस वो का वही रहा. सो रियल एस्टेट में ये काफी ऑब्जर्व किया जाता है. आपने भी शायद इसको महसूस किया होगा इन रिसेंट टाइम पे. अगेन देन कम्स द कमोडिटीज. कमोडिटीज के अंदर गोल्ड, सिल्वर, प्लेटिनम जो आ गए हैं अभी. टेंजिबल एसेट्स, डिमांड एंड सप्लाई जनरेट लो रियल रिटर्न्स व्हेन वी कंपेयर. सो these are the asset classes, broad asset classes I've discussed, which are available for investing to create the portfolio. Before I would say now it's time, before this jumping, next point is my to create a risk profile. पोर्टफोलियो बनाने के लिए आपका पर्सनल रिस्क प्रोफाइल क्या है, राइट? सो वो पता होना चाहिए. रिस्क प्रोफाइल क्या है, रिस्क प्रोफाइलिंग प्रोसेस क्या है, Risk profile is process of finding optimum risk level for a client based on his needs, ability to take risks, willingness to take the risk. तो रिस्क प्रोफाइलिंग 3 बेस पे डिसाइड होता है, विलिंगनेस, नीड एंड एबिलिटी. यूजुअली पोर्टफोलियो क्रिएट करने के लिए रिस्क प्रोफाइलिंग इज द बेस. पोर्टफोलियो बनाने के लिए रिस्क प्रोफाइलिंग, आपका नेचर क्या है एज अ पर्सन, एज अ इंडिविजुअल, वो रिस्क प्रोफाइलिंग से पता चलता है, और वो पता होना बहुत जरूरी है बिफोर जंपिंग इनटू द इन्वेस्टमेंट पोर्टफोलियो, डायरेक्टली स्टार्ट्स इन्वेस्टिंग. ये 3 पार्ट में डिवाइड होता है, willingness, need and ability. Nowadays after COVID I have seen willingness तो बहुत है individuals के अंदर, need भी बहुत है because obviously our consumption level is increasing, need भी बहुत है, लेकिन ability है कि नहीं. So ability डेवलप करनी पड़ती है या फिर ability responsibility किसी को देनी पड़ती है. So willingness, need and ability ये रिस्क प्रोफाइलिंग में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रहता है. नाउ हाउ द रिस्क प्रोफाइलिंग इज डन, हाउ टू डू रिस्क प्रोफाइलिंग. देयर आर वेरियस रियली गुड टूल्स. एक मॉर्निंग स्टार का टूल है, उससे आप कर सकते हैं रिस्क प्रोफाइलिंग. स्टैंडर्डाइज प्रोसेस क्या है रिस्क प्रोफाइलिंग का? सो फर्स्ट इज डिफाइन गोल्स, फिल आउट रिस्क प्रोफाइल क्वेश्चनर, देयर इज 10 to 12 क्वेश्चनर है. स्कोरिंग मैकेनिज्म के बेस पे एक एसेट एलोकेशन आपका डिटरमाइन होता है थ्रू रिस्क प्रोफाइलिंग. फिर देन कम्स टू इम्प्लीमेंटेड स्टेज. नाउ ये रिस्क प्रोफाइलिंग वर्ड शायद हमने काफी टाइम सुना है या फिर बोला गया है कि रिस्क प्रोफाइल एज एन इन्वेस्टर आप कैसे हैं, सबको ऐसा ही लगता है कि आई एम वेरी एग्रेसिव और आई एम वेरी कंजर्वेटिव और आई एम मॉडरेट. लेकिन अगर हम रिस्क प्रोफाइल को ध्यान में रख के इन्वेस्टमेंट्स हमारे प्लान नहीं करते तो क्या इम्पैक्ट आता है आपके ओवरऑल इन्वेस्टमेंट्स पे. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट एनी इन्वेस्टमेंट, रिस्क ओवरऑल ऑल द एसेट क्लासेस. सो ये एक स्टडी है जो मैंने यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट किया है. व्हेन there is a correction in particular asset class, suppose equity है तो -10 है, तो ये जो एक्सेस है it is around 20 to 30% of people start selling their portfolio. then अगर वो करेक्शन -30 पे पहुंचता है तो 30 to 40% of people start selling their portfolio. एंड देन 50% पे अगर करेक्शन पहुंच जाता है तो 60 to 50% इन्वेस्टर्स हु स्टार्ट्स सेलिंग देयर पोर्टफोलियो. ये नेचर है. ये एक्चुअली दिस इज द रिजल्ट व्हेन यू आर नॉट डूइंग द रिस्क प्रोफाइलिंग, यू आर नॉट योर पोर्टफोलियो इज नॉट मेड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ रिस्क प्रोफाइल, क्योंकि पता ही नहीं है क्या करना है, राइट. तो ये एक स्टडी है जो यहाँ पे मैंने प्रेजेंट किया कि ऑलमोस्ट अराउंड 20 to 30% पीपल स्टार्ट सेलिंग देयर पोर्टफोलियो व्हेन द पर्टिकुलर एसेट और पर्टिकुलर इन्वेस्टमेंट इन द पोर्टफोलियो इज डाउन बाय 10%. अगर वो 30% डाउन आ जाता है तो 40 to 50% हो जाता है. अगर 50 to 60% पे ये investors start selling their portfolio when their investments are down by 50%. So ये है impact of risk profiling. अगर risk profiling सही से नहीं start किया तो. So now the second step after risk profiling is asset allocation. I would say risk profiling के बाद जो asset allocation decide करना है, obviously asset allocation is about diversifying your assets into different asset classes. कितना परसेंटेज कितने एसेट्स में जाना चाहिए, सो ये रिस्क प्रोफाइलिंग के थ्रू हमें पता चलता है. No one single asset class will perform the best at all the time. Winners keeps on rotating. We all know, right? So what research says about the asset allocation? So ये Brinson, Hood and Bebover एक इकोनॉमिक्स थे, नोबेल प्राइज विनर. ये उनका रिजल्ट है. Asset 94% of the portfolio performance depends upon the asset allocation. Stock selection 4%, 2% is market timing. So 94% of the asset allocation of the portfolio performance, in which asset you're allocated, in which assets your investments are allocated. So वो 94% डिपेंड कर रिटर्न आपके पोर्टफोलियो का डिपेंड करता है वो एसेट एलोकेशन. कौन से टाइम पे आप कौन से एसेट्स में एलोकेटेड हो, एक्चुअली पोर्टफोलियो का परफॉर्मेंस वो ज्यादा डिफाइन करता है रादर देन स्टॉक सिलेक्शन. अपने बहुत अच्छा रेयर फ्यूचरिस्टिक स्टॉक सिलेक्ट किया और रादर देन दैट मार्केट टाइमिंग इज जस्ट 2%. इंडिविजुअल इन्वेस्टर्स रिस्क एग्जैक्टली रिवर्स. मार्केट टाइमिंग पहले दिमाग में आता है, फिर स्टॉक सिलेक्शन आता है, उसके एसेट एलोकेशन तो शायद माइंड में नहीं होता है. सो एक्चुअली द एसेट एलोकेशन इज. इसको मैं एक अच्छा एग्जांपल, रिलेटेबल एग्जांपल दूं तो 2022 में it was the gold who was outperforming for the some time to the equities. Because the gold as an asset was outperforming the equities. बहुत rare सुना है लेकिन ये सिनेरियो था. सो इट वाज सो ये एसेट एलोकेशन क्या इंपॉर्टेंस क्रिएट कर सकते हैं वो यहाँ पे आप डिफाइन कर सकते हो. दिस इज अ वंडरफुल एग्जांपल जो मैं यूजुअली सबको देता हूँ. ये थाली है गुजराती में, हमारे यहाँ गुजरात में गुजराती थाली मिलती है जहाँ पे सारे फूड्स, सारे टाइप्स के फूड सर्व की जाते हैं एक साथ. So this is best. I think this is the best example to explain the asset allocation. So difference asset allocation कैसे क्या क्या होता है वो अभी हम स्टडी करते हैं. तो difference between the strategic asset allocation, tactic and dynamic asset allocation strategies. Strategic asset allocation के अंदर क्या होता है? So it is a set of percentage allocation of various asset class that is designed to meet the investor's objectives. Obviously, strategic asset allocations वो मैं हम नीचे एग्जांपल में देखेंगे कैसे स्ट्रेटेजी बेस्ड एक एसेट एलोकेशन बनाया जाता है. वो डिपेंड करता है इन्वेस्टर्स के ऑब्जेक्टिव्स के ऊपर. सपोज टू गिव एन एग्जांपल, लाइक इफ यू आर हैविंग योर मैरिज इन नेक्स्ट ईयर, मे बी इन February और March, तो आपका स्ट्रेटेजिक एसेट एलोकेशन उस तरीके से शो होगा, उस तरीके से पोर्टफोलियो डिटरमाइन होगा. एंड सपोज यू आर प्लानिंग टू बाय अ कार इन नियर 6 months, सो एसेट एलोकेशन उस हिसाब से होगा. एंड सपोज यू हैव नो मेजर आउटफ्लोज नियरली अबाउट 3 years or more in the near future, so your strategic asset allocation would show accordingly. Asset class weights are rebalanced as per the fixed rules. Tactical asset allocation, it is an asset allocation that deviates from baseline strategic asset allocation in order to profit from the forecast of short-term opportunities in specific asset class. Tactical asset allocation क्या होता है कि थोड़ा strategic asset allocation जो है broadly define कर रहा है investors के portfolio को. Tactical we have to play some tactics. To play some tactics between the strategic asset allocation. For example, suddenly कोई reason से markets are getting crashed. Maybe any reason, any global reason or anything due to war like scenario. So strategic asset allocation वो benefit हम ले पाए because the markets are down due to any certain reason, so वो tactically कभी-कभी वहाँ पे play करना रहता है. So this is how strategic allocation is just a tactical allocation का addition है. Here comes the one. It is an asset allocation strategy, dynamic asset allocation. Other one is dynamic asset allocation, which is it is an asset allocation strategy that uses mathematical models comprising various valuation indicators like PB, yield ratios, VIX to ascertain the attractiveness of market and to decide the asset allocation mix in various class. अभी ये जो approach है towards creating the portfolio, ये किसके लिए है? Those who are daily involved in decision making of the portfolio. Means वो portfolio construct follow review daily हो रहा है, on the day to day basis हो रहा है, 9 to 3 के बीच में हो रहा है. So ये dynamic asset allocation उनके लिए ज्यादा benefit होता है. It involves frequently adjusting the assets based on the market condition, proprietary model, indicators, and fund managers' judgment and discretion. So this is the 3 asset allocation strategies. Usually we should go with strategic asset allocation followed by tactical asset allocation. So diversified portfolio we discussed, asset allocation we discussed, portfolio के अंदर हाँ. Diversification, we all know all eggs should not be in the one basket. We have read this from the childhood. So, लेकिन diversify sub asset class. I'm on मेरा ये page, ये PPT, ये slide यहाँ पे रखने का meaning ये था कि diversify within the equity is also important. Like equity, okay. You agreed equity में asset allocation होना चाहिए, equity asset, लेकिन उसके अंदर large cap, mid cap, small cap allocation and style growth है, value है, वो सब allocation भी यहाँ पे ध्यान में रखना चाहिए while creating the portfolio. Why I am saying such? So this is one slide I want to discuss this, combining the asset classes to optimize the return at a given level of volatility. Here I have mentioned the correlation between the Indian equity, that means bonds market, gold and US equities. This correlation data will help you to कितना परसेंटेज कौन से एसेट क्लास में एलोकेट होना चाहिए. This correlation data will help you to allocate the percentage of into different assets. So Indian, for example, based on the data, this is based on data from 2010 Jan to April 23, there is a correlation of -2 between Indian equity and debt. Indian equity और debt के बीच में there is -0.22 correlation, 0.54 Indian equity and the gold, and -0.05 between debt and gold. So by becoming this asset classes in a scientific manner, by combining these asset classes in a scientific manner, it is possible to achieve a desired level of volatility. In fact, the volatility of the portfolio would be lower than aggregate volatility of individual asset classes. So when negative correlated assets are combined in the portfolio, the volatility reduces. In addition to that, weighted average volatility also reduces, and the return of the portfolio is optimized by this approach. Return of the portfolio is optimized. This mix of the asset classes helps in achieving the optimum level of risk adjusted returns to reach your long-term financial goals. So this is how this correlation point I want to just show you this to help this will help you how should allocate to in different assets and what should be the measure of the mix to create the optimum level. Again, this is the performance of the various asset is. This is S&P BSE Sensex का performance है from FY11 to FY23, which is 11.3 CAGR. Short-term bond index, which is 7.7 CAGR. MCX Gold, which is 10.5 CAGR. In 2020, it was 30% return दिया था Gold MCX ने, and since last 22 and 23, it is performing well, 16.6, 16%. So S&P 500, 17.5 CAGR. Why I'm showing this in Indian context? Because your asset allocation, we are discussing here asset allocation. So combination of these assets is a scientific way. In a scientific way, can be utilized to generate low volatility returns. So this is this is how, if you have a perfect mix of these asset classes, so you can achieve a good CAGR with low volatility, which is really important. So yes, this is a handhold strategy which will come the result of risk profiling and asset allocation, which I usually tell this. So yes, very aggressive, moderate, conservative, very conservative. So if it comes to very aggressive on the basis of the score, so how your asset allocation ideal should be on after studying all the correlation data, after seeing all the returns of last almost 12 years. So equity, if you're a very aggressive person, your portfolio allocation structure like should be equity 70%. What is the sub asset class allocation? Indian equities के अंदर 50% from 70, and what is the between? What is the breakup of 50%? Large cap 25%, mid and small and value 15%, multi cap another 10%, and international equity allocation should be 20%. Indian equity 50%, international allocation should be 20%. So total equity 70% हो गया आपका यहाँ पे. International equity का breakup क्या है? European funds 5%, US funds 5%, China funds 5%, other country funds 5%. Fixed income 30%. Which comes to 15% EPF, GPF, PPF, and 15% debt, mutual funds, fixed deposits, post office investments, right? So this is the handhold strategy, which will ideally result, which ideally show of risk profiling and asset allocation. So risk profiling is important, which will be help you to find an asset allocation, proper asset allocation. And these data are important to how your asset allocation should be in the portfolio. What should be allocation of assets in this portfolio? So this is the very important slide. Likewise, what we have discussed in upcoming before 15 minutes. And there is also one debate goes direct index funds versus MF equities. There is a discussion about index funds. We should go for direct index funds. Before discussing this, I would just request कि आपके portfolio का return जो है 70% का, what should be the breakup? I would say 70% का breakup में से 80%, 60 to 65% should be MF equities, and 5 to 10% can be the stocks, direct stocks that you must be buying from your knowledge. I would recommend 50 to 60% should be part of MF equities. Why such? And that is also an active MF, not an index MF. Why such? Because this is again the data point for this. 1997. Sensex was at 3,835. Here the funds were launched during that time. Mutual funds, HDFC equity fund, uska NAV 8 rupees tha. So in 2000 it was 5,833. Again in 2002 3,730. 2010 it was 17,014. In 2022 तक है ये Sensex is 59,845 and currently it is around 80,000 plus Sensex as on date today. So Sensex BSE Sensex का return absolute terms में है 1460%, 1460% फॉर्म में है, राइट? अभी थोड़ा हम लेटेस्ट यहाँ पे करेंगे तो ये थोड़ा इम्प्रूव्ड एब्सोल्यूट रिटर्न आएगा. Well, I compare to just this is one of the actively managed mutual fund. I'm not recommending this. This data point is just for making you knowledge that active mutual fund is better than just going for direct index. So HDFC equity fund है जहाँ पे NAV is 8, 29, 22, 31, 43. In 2022 it is 1126. It was 1126. अभी तो काफी बढ़ गया अभी. So 14,429% ROI, absolute ROI. I would say it is almost 10 times, almost 10 times better than the BSE Sensex absolute returns. The point I am trying to prove here is like you should go for active MF when you are thinking about equity investing. So active MF are better compared to index investing. And yes, in recent 3 to 4 years, going in active flexi cap, mid caps, multi cap funds are much better than directly allocating towards the large cap funds. In recent study of last 3-4 years when we compare. So in last 3-4 years data, we see that large cap funds are not that much outperforming the indexes. But yes, if there is too much space in the emerging companies, mid cap companies and small cap companies, and rather you can choose for multi cap or flexi cap, which will help you. But yes, go for active funds, not for index. There is also one thing I want to prove with this data points. So yes, and yes, this is how your ideal portfolio should look like. This is how your portfolio, this is how you should control the portfolio. This is very important Excel. You should know actually how much shares, percentage of shares you are allocating of your total portfolio, how much equity mutual funds, how much NPS equity portion. This is the portfolio of a salaried person. So saving account, gold, NPS, debt portion, PPF, EPF, bonds investment, fixed deposits. Alongside, I have kept the percentage. So total value is around 90 to 93 lakhs of this portfolio, out of which 12 lakhs are in equity, 15 lakhs are in mutual funds. So by adding fixed deposits, bonds, EPF, PPF, gold, everything, you are able to realize that how much actual portion of equity you are investing. What individuals we try to do mistakes, like they don't consider EPF, bonds or gold as a part of their portfolio when they are mentally calculating the portfolio value and allocation in the equities or allocation in any other asset class. Say they usually don't consider the investment in gold or EPF or and gold as a part of their investment. So this is how actually your investments can be controlled. This is how actually the your portfolio should be formed. ये टेबल सब लोगों के पास इस तरीके से अपने पोर्टफोलियो का बना हुआ होना चाहिए और इसको रेगुलरली ईयरली या फिर 6 मंथली ट्रैक होना चाहिए to exactly know what is the scenario of the portfolio. This is, as I said, regular monitoring after making all the asset class allocation, risk profiling. The most important point comes to regular monitoring. As I said, 6 monthly or yearly regular review of the portfolio is fair enough. Reviewing the performance of investment is a vital rule for successful investment planning. So it allows for adjustments to be made in response to changing market conditions and ensures that the portfolio remains aligned with the financial objectives. अगर regular monitoring नहीं होगा, we all know what has happened with this company, Paytm. Anybody here who really what happened? Know what happened recently, almost one and a half year ago, with this Paytm company. Just hint कि regular monitoring कुछ नहीं हो रहा था वो कंपनी के अंदर.
Sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I think we had a very means exhaustive presentation from your end, and sir, few questions that has come to the chat line.
Please.
Is it safe to invest in bonds via online platforms like Wind, Wealth, and other SEBI registered players? What is your observations?
Yes, means there are platform, means which platform you're using. I would say through Demat account if you're doing like Zerodha, Grow, or anything likewise. So yes, that is safe.
Right. So another question has come, Flexi insurance policy.
Yes.
What do you think
I'm
for
coming to that
diversification?
point. This would be covered in the second part of my PPT. That's part of it.
Yes. Okay.
So let's jump to our next part. As sir said, insurance planning. सबसे I would say बड़ा confusion, बड़ा गलत डिसीजन मेकिंग ये सेगमेंट में ही होता है हमारे इंडिविजुअल से. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट. मैं थोड़ा एक्सप्लेन ट्राई करूंगा कि मैं आपको थोड़ा इसके अंदर ब्रीफ दे पाऊं. सो पहले तो बेसिक समझते हैं व्हाट इज इंश्योरेंस प्लानिंग. लाइफ इंश्योरेंस, डिसेबिलिटी इंश्योरेंस, हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, क्रिटिकल इलनेस, हाउस इंश्योरेंस, इतने बेसिक्स इंश्योरेंसेस हैं. So how much life insurance shall I have? ये एक क्वेश्चन होता है और एक शुभनम गिल का एड है 10 times of your income. आप अगर एड देखोगे ना, एक एड है उनका 10 times of income, which is one of the way your life should be covered. किसी को मैक्स नहीं करना है तो obviously that becomes easy way. लेकिन what I personally feel is your life insurance should cover as per how much is your need. What is your need? What is exact need to cover? You should have a life insurance cover. So term insurance लेना चाहिए, लेकिन कितना लेना चाहिए? Basically वो हम यहाँ पे डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. So age 35, Mr. Mrs. A 32, he has one child, 7 years का है. Household expenses 40,000 per month. Home loan outstanding is around, I would say 10 lakhs. Existing life insurance is 25 lakhs. Existing investing for use of goals is 7 lakhs, and estimated funeral and other expenses is 1 lakh. Life expectancy is assumed 90 years. Rate of return is assumed 8%, and inflation is assumed 7%. So here, what actually I do, I just create what are the basic needs. Higher education of Master C, marriage of Master C, जो बाकी है basic responsibilities Mr. A की, उसको मैं inflate कर रहा हूँ. Inflation values है यहाँ पे 42 lakhs, 47 lakhs. Then I'm bringing back to it at the present value of the 8%, which is 18 lakhs and 12 lakhs roughly. So 18 lakhs, 12 lakhs यहाँ पे आ गया to cover household expenses same way for home for loan payment, funeral expenses and summing up all. So यहाँ पे एक sum आ रहा है वो which is around 2 crore rupees. Used of financial assets, value of financial assets है, existing life cover है. So total comes to 32 lakhs. So 2 crore minus 32 lakhs additional life insurance cover required on the basis of the need for Mr. A is I would say 1.68, 17 crores roughly, 17 crores. So what I have done यहाँ पे कि life insurance calculation on the basis of need कितना होना चाहिए वो यहाँ पे हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. So this is the thing. This is how generally it should be calculated. List down all your needs and do the inflation max. Bring it back to the present value on the basis of the minimum returns, and then sum up all those expenses. So एक insurance requirement आपका आएगा कि अगर financially आपको कुछ हो जाता है, तो what is the need of the family, exact need of the family in your absence. So ये एक है basically this is how the life insurance should be covered. Types of life insurance policies देखे तो premium mortality charges very low. This is a basic term insurance plan. Mortality charges very low, premium very low, sum assured is very low. On death sum assured मिल जाता है. There is no guarantee of returns. एक ULIP है, ULIP policy रहता है, mortality plus other charges. Premium is very high, sum assured is very low, and on death sum assured plus fund value मिलता है. Sum assured is very low, but here is the key. Traditional plan रहता है, no breakup. Premium includes mortality, कोई breakup नहीं होता है. Premium very high रहता है, sum assured very low, sum assured plus accrued bonus on death. So what I'm trying to say here is these are the types of life insurance policies. As an individual, you should just go for pure term plan in your life. Please, I would say avoid ignoring ULIPs, avoid ignoring traditional plans. Because mortality plus as I have presented here, the premium is very high, sum assured is very low. On death, what is you are getting sum assured plus fund value. Basically, you are paying here mortality charges. So rather, I would request to paying mortality charges in the ULIP to pay for just basic term plan. Traditional plan में तो कोई breakup नहीं होता है तो हम उसका निकाल नहीं सकते. So ये इलस्ट्रेशन है जो अभी फ्लेक्सी हम यहाँ पे फंड वैल्यू क्या होता है. यहाँ पे फंड वैल्यू इज लाइक इन्वेस्टिंग इन वेरियस काइंड ऑफ फंड्स, लाइक उसमें भी लार्ज कैप, मिड कैप, स्मॉल कैप का ऑप्शंस आएगा ही, तो वो प्लस फंड वैल्यू मिलता है. तो आई वुड रादर से उसको डायरेक्टली आप इन्वेस्ट कीजिए एमएफ्स के थ्रू या फिर इंडेक्स के थ्रू, एंड यहाँ पे आपका प्योर टर्म प्लान होना चाहिए. एक अंदर से थॉट होता है कि मैं टर्म प्लान पे कर रहा हूँ तो आई एम मतलब 20,000 या जो भी मेरा टर्म वैल्यू है 12,000 या 15,000 का वैल्यू आ रहा है, प्रीमियम आ रहा है, तो आई वुड से इन कॉस्टिंग हम उसको सम कॉस्ट बोलते हैं. तो सम कॉस्ट करके उसको भूल जाना चाहिए. अगर आपने उसको सीरियसली लेने लगते हैं तो कंपनी पे क्या गलत implications पड़ते हैं अगर हम सम कॉस्ट को बार बार कैलकुलेशंस में लेके आते हैं. वैसे ही अगर आप टर्म प्लान की प्रीमियम वैल्यूज को अगर आप बार बार अपने लाइफ में डिस्कस करोगे, लेके आओगे, तो आप यू विल बी एंड अप हैविंग यूलिप्स एंड ट्रेडिशनल प्लान्स. तो यू शुड नॉट डू दैट. ये एक इलस्ट्रेशन है जो बेसिकली पॉलिसीज के बारे में अभी एक जन का क्वेरी है. Current age is 35, sum assured is 1 crore, policy term is 25 years, annual premium is 4,66,235, projected maturity is 2.6 crores. ये पॉलिसी का नाम मैं नहीं लूंगा, लेकिन ये एक्चुअल पॉलिसी और एक्चुअल है ये सब. Projected maturity is 2.6 crores, right? Sum assured is 1 crores. Annual premium is 4,66,230. So एनुअल प्रीमियम फॉर टर्म प्लान सेम 35 इयर्स की एज पे 15,000 आ रहा था फॉर सम एश्योर्ड ऑफ 1 crore. So now let's see, जैसे मैंने आपको बता रहा था कि ये annual premium है, you should take a term plan. तो 15,000 sum assured आ रहा है and for 1 crore. So net available for investment is 4,51,000 for me, and I'm investing the same in 50-50, 50% equity, 50% in debt and term plan. So 2,25,617 is going into equity, and 225,618 is going into debt. Post-tax returns is assumed is 15% and 7% debt and equity. So weighted average of the portfolio return is 11%. So projected market value after 25 years for investing this 4,51,000 for 25 years at the 11% of ROI comes to 5.16 crores. And while in this particular policy comes to 2.6 crores. So excess is 2.56 crores. You will be ending. You will be having excess 2.56 crores. यहाँ पे मैंने कोई magic नहीं किया, सिर्फ simple ROI समझे, and ROI I have also considered very reasonable. बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं assume किया. So this example was just to explain you. Avoid ULIPs and traditional plans. Buy term insurance. Get life insurance at early age. Reduce life insurance when you accumulate wealth. Fill your application form accurately. No life insurance for non-earning members of the family. Wife अगर earning नहीं है तो उसका life insurance लेने का जरूरत नहीं है. Proper planning for disability insurance also. So this was side from insurance के अंदर था, बहुत छोटा segment था. I have brought down very बहुत cut short में मैंने किया. This is what this is the most important slide जो मैं पूरे presentation में explain करने के लिए try कर रहा था कि age wise investment plan with asset allocation strategy, handhold strategy भी है, और अगर what is your nature and what is your age depending upon key responsibilities भी मैंने यहाँ पे mention की है, risk appetite भी है, risk profile भी है, इसका आप screenshot दे सकते हो. This is handhold strategy depending upon the age. यहाँ पे मैंने just suggest की है. This is how you can draft your portfolio and enjoy the things. So equities is 17%, bonds is 20%, commodities is 10%. For those who are into 40s, moderately aggressive, and those who are into 50s, maybe key responsibility, supporting dependents, funding education. So you can have equities of 50%, bonds of 30%, and commodities of 50%. So this is handhold asset allocation strategies. So yes, do's and don'ts. Don't fall for popular stocks or tips. Avoid penny stocks investing. बहुत famous है ये. Maintaining long-term outlook. Take health and personal accidental insurance. Focus on quality investments. So this is the learning what I want to give you from today's session. So yes, Dibanda sir, this was the, before jumping into conclusion, I just wanted any questions?
Yes, sir. There were a lot of questions. You have shared actually the whole gamut of investment, and many of the participants are very much happy with your presentation, and they are giving a lot of questions in the chat box. If you see the chat box, you can see that regarding insurance, guaranteed insurance plan, many of the participants have asked, and strategy of investment, the stock market volatility. They have requested how to invest in this falling markets or rising markets, or very difficult time for investment considering the global outlook. And then many of our members have asked how to purchase bonds. Like you have given the Wind and other online options are there to purchase bonds, but how to do it. And then there are many retired persons. They have also requested whether share investment in shares is advisable or not. And then term insurance. They have asked about term insurance and what are the benefits of that. So many of the questions are there, sir. If you can highlight.
So yes, going step by step, uh, about the markets, volatilities and market rationalities, I would just say कि मार्केट रेशनलिटी या मार्केट इरेशनलिटी का थॉट माइंड में कब आता है, जब आपने रिस्क प्रोफाइल नहीं किया है और प्रॉपर एसेट एलोकेशन नहीं किया है, विच वाज आई ट्राइंग टू एक्सप्लेन. करंटली यस, ग्लोबल आउटलुक थोड़ा फेवरेबल नहीं है हमारे लिए, बट आई वुड रादर से वी एज एन इंडिविजुअल, वी आर ऑल प्रोफेशनल्स, अर्निंग्स पे कॉन्सेंट्रेट ज्यादा करना चाहिए रादर देन concentrating on the price. अगर आप प्राइस पे कॉन्सेंट्रेट करोगे तो आपको थोड़ा इरेशनलिटी और वॉलेटिलिटी फील होगा. So I would rather say yes, our earnings are growing good. So I don't feel that in the long run it will be very difficult for to achieve around 12 to 15% of CAGR. Yeah, if you are targeting again for last 5 years का आप average सोच के 28%, 30% मेरा CAGR continue रहेगा, तो no, that is not expectation also. That is not a rational expectation. So वो mind में रखने चलना चाहिए. Purchase of bonds, yes, fair. Purchasing the bonds through, I would say, RBI की वेबसाइट पे बहुत सारे बॉन्ड्स लिस्ट होते हैं, वहां से आप बॉन्ड परचेस कर सकते हैं. डीमेट्स में बॉन्ड्स का परचेस करने का बहुत अच्छा ऑप्शन आ गया है, काफी अच्छे डीमेट अकाउंट्स पे वहां से आप परचेस कर सकते हो. सो दिस इज द वे. Strategy of current stock market, what is strategy of investing current stock market scenario? सर सिनेरियो मैंने वही एक्सप्लेन करने की ट्राई कर रहा हूँ कब से, कि स्टॉक मार्केट का सिनेरियो क्या है उसको नहीं देखना है, आपका सिनेरियो क्या है आपको वो देखना है पहले. What is your scenario? So if and as per your risk profile, if you are completely invested into the way in the stock market as per your risk profile, then you should hold that risk profile. You should not rather react to any kind of thing, I would rather say. अगर आपका व्यू लॉन्ग टर्म है इसलिए. दूसरा एक क्वेश्चन था अबाउट टर्म इंश्योरेंस, इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ टर्म इंश्योरेंस. सर मतलब टर्म इंश्योरेंस, yes, we are living into very much in the era where मतलब हम रोज सुनते हैं हार्ट अटैक्स से किसी को कुछ हो रहा है, अनसडन डेथ हो रहा है, तो हैविंग अ टर्म इंश्योरेंस इज द very much important. So pure term insurance वो होना चाहिए perfect. So getting what about guarantee assured income insurance plan? I have already explained that in my PPT. Health insurance policies for senior citizens are burdensome as insurance companies are falling only 6 to 70% total expense. Sir, that health insurance policy के लिए अलग से हम बात कर सकते हैं उस पे. Very well presentation. Thank you, Srinivasan sir. Good topic. Thank you, sir. So I think I have done answered almost many of the queries because there are so many questions to answer. Debandu sir. So
yes, sir. I think, sir, one or two questions I have not also highlighted. Like in the initial part, many of the participants has asked that whether the CMA qualification would help them to do this financial planning, or like we have to take a course on certified financial planning course.
No. And it is unlikely. There is a SEBI circular also. You can financially advise, but we have to choose as an individual where you want to go for distribution, or you have to go for advice. So yeah, there are the two things you should know that. So there is no mandatory to have it, but yeah, to have a good update knowledge, client-centric knowledge, you can do CFP. So jumping into my conclusion, which I feel which is really important. After explaining all these things, so what global events like Trump tariffs discussion can trigger volatility in the markets. Some investors, conservative, will sell their stocks, MFs, liquidate. Others will see this as an opportunity, buy more, expecting gains, but often ignore his risk profile and asset allocation. So true financial wellness is aligned with your risk profile, allocation and long-term goals. Stay disciplined, not get distracted. So this was the basic conclusion I want to give to all the investors. Thank you. Thank you very much. Debandu sir,
I think I'm
yes.
good. Yeah. Yes, before we close today's session, I will thank our speaker for today, Mohit Nagdev sir, that in spite of his busy schedule, he has taken time off, and you will be very happy to know sir is managing more than 200 crores, and it is a proud privilege to say such things, because normally CMAs are associated with traditional doing cost audit, internal audit, and sir, you have broken that myth that we can be a financial planner also. And I wholeheartedly, being a CMA, I am proud to announce that members like you create that brand image amongst all the stakeholders, that we CMA can do everything, right from financial planning to anything. So we thank your presentation. You have given a holistic appraisal. I know time was at constraint, and
Yes.
you have touched upon at least everybody, all the participants are very much apprised how to invest and where to invest, and this topic, this financial wellness, it is a state of mind which you have already told that investment is a psychological thing rather than only mathematical thing. So you have given the holistic picture, and I thank sir that with just a message in the Facebook, sir has accepted our request, and we will be doing more sessions. I think because the topic is such interesting topic that everybody will flock to it. Today, more than 250 participants live joined to the event, and also we will be sharing our presentation in the YouTube channel also, so that people can at least take advantage, being a working day today. We may not have joined everybody. We also thank our chairman, CMA Chittaranjan Chattopadhyay sir. Sir is always encouraging us to organize such events, especially in our three verticals. So an important vertical is financial services, and we touched upon today. And also we thank our president, vice president, and other council members, our board members, and our department, especially Indrakshi, Shantanu, and others, for supporting today's event. We thank our other departments like IT department, CPT department, and also I thank our WRC chairman Mihir Vyas sir. Sir has been instrumental in connecting with Mohit Nagdev sir. And maybe, sir, we will have more events with WRC also in coming days. And with this, we close today's session. We will be joining for future webinars. And Mohit sir has given the assurance that he will be taking live sessions also, both in Baroda, Kolkata, Delhi, Mumbai, wherever sir is having time, and we can plan accordingly.
Sure.
Thank you, sir.
Thank present, and thank you to all participants for staying till end. Almost 200. I just now only came to know that almost 250 attendees are attending this. So thank you, and I hope I have have done your motto or to all the participants for which you have joined. So thank you once again. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We'll close today's session.
Yeah.
Thank you all.